Have you ever wondered what it would be like to come face to face with a pack of sharks while out at sea? For one family, that nightmare became a reality when a young girl was brutally attacked and torn apart by a group of sharks right in front of her loved ones. In today's video, we'll dive into the shocking details of this devastating incident and explore what we can learn from it to stay safe in the water. So, grab your life vest and get ready for a gripping and informative episode. The ocean can be a beautiful and serene place, but it's also home to some of the most dangerous creatures on the planet. Sharks, in particular, have a reputation for being fierce predators that can strike at any moment, and this family's tragic encounter with them is a stark reminder of the dangers that lurk beneath the waves. The young girl's name was Sarah, and she was just 10 years old when the attack occurred. She was on a family vacation with her parents and siblings, enjoying a day out at sea on a rented boat. They had anchored in a quiet cove, and Sarah was splashing around in the water with her siblings when suddenly the water around her began to churn and thrash. Sarah was a bright and adventurous girl who loved nothing more than spending time with her family and exploring the great outdoors. She was always eager to try new things, and her infectious enthusiasm had a way of lighting up any room she walked into. Sarah was a true free spirit, with a love for adventure and a zest for life that was infectious. Whether she was exploring the great outdoors with her family or playing with her friends, she always approached everything with a sense of curiosity and excitement. Her boundless energy and enthusiasm were contagious, and she had a way of bringing joy to everyone around her. One of Sarah's greatest passions was exploring the natural world. She loved nothing more than spending time outdoors, whether it was hiking through the woods, splashing around in a creek, or gazing up at the stars at night. She was always eager to learn more about the world around her, and she had a natural curiosity that drove her to ask questions and seek out new experiences. On this particular day, Sarah and her family rented a boat and set out for a day of fun in the sun. They had found a quiet cove where they could anchor and swim, and Sarah was eager to jump into the crystal clear water. As she splashed around with her siblings, Sarah was completely unaware of the danger that lurked beneath the waves. Sharks had been spotted in the area in the past, but the family had assumed that they were safe since they were anchored close to shore. Unfortunately, the sharks had other ideas. As Sarah played in the water, the sharks sensed an opportunity for a quick and easy meal. They began to circle around her, their powerful tails churning up the water and creating a frenzy of activity. At first, her parents thought it was just a school of fish, but then they saw the unmistakable dorsal fins of several large sharks slicing through the water. They immediately called Sarah and her siblings to swim back to the boat, but it was too late. Before anyone could react, the sharks were upon them, and Sarah was caught in the middle of the frenzy. Her parents and siblings watched in horror as the sharks tore at her, their teeth sinking into her flesh and pulling her under the water. They tried to reach her, but the sharks were too powerful and their ferocity too great. In just a matter of minutes, Sarah was gone, leaving her family devastated and traumatized. They could hardly believe that such a tragedy could happen to them, and they were left struggling to make sense of what had happened. As news of Sarah's death spread, the community rallied around her family, offering their support and condolences. Her death was a stark reminder of the dangers that lurk in the ocean, and it served as a wake-up call for many people who had previously taken their safety for granted. Losing a loved one in such a sudden and violent manner is a tragedy that no one should have to experience. As they struggled to come to terms with their loss, they also had to grapple with the knowledge that this could have happened to anyone. Sarah was just a young girl, enjoying a day out with her family when she was attacked by sharks. The incident sparked a debate about the safety of swimming in open water and the risks posed by sharks. While shark attacks on humans are relatively rare, they do happen, and they can be devastating. For Sarah's family, the tragedy was a stark reminder of the importance of taking precautions when swimming in the ocean. Sarah's legacy lives on, not just in the memories of her loved ones, but also in the countless lives that she has touched through her story. Her death was a tragedy, but it has also served as a powerful reminder of the importance of staying safe in the water and respecting the creatures that call it home. The tragic incident that took Sarah's life had a profound impact on her family and the community, but it also had far-reaching consequences that extended well beyond the boundaries of their small town. News of the attack spread quickly, and people all around the world were shocked and saddened by the senseless loss of such a young and innocent life. As Sarah's story began to circulate in the media, it quickly became clear that her death was not an isolated incident. In fact, shark attacks had been on the rise in many parts of the world, and experts were sounding the alarm about the growing danger posed by these powerful predators. Sarah's family saw an opportunity to use their tragedy to make a difference. They began to speak out about the importance of staying safe in the water and respecting the creatures that live there. They worked with marine biologists and other experts to educate people about the risks associated with swimming in areas where sharks are known to frequent, and they encouraged others to take precautions to avoid becoming victims themselves. Their efforts were met with a great deal of support from the wider community, as people came together to mourn Sarah's loss and honor her memory. Donations poured in to support shark conservation efforts and fund research into ways to reduce the risk of shark attacks. As the years went by, Sarah's legacy continued to grow. Her story became a rallying cry for those who believed in the importance of preserving the natural world and respecting the creatures that inhabit it. Her name was invoked at rallies and protests, calling for greater protection for sharks and other endangered species, and her story inspired countless others to take action in their own communities. Thanks to their efforts, the number of shark attacks has been on the decline in many parts of the world. Scientists have developed new technologies and strategies for monitoring and studying sharks, and public awareness of the risks have never been higher. The bottom line is that while the ocean is beautiful and fascinating, it can also be dangerous. We need to respect the power of the sea and take steps to protect ourselves and those around us. Sarah's story is a tragic reminder of what can happen if we don't take the necessary precautions. Let's honor her memory by staying safe in the water. Thank you for watching this heartbreaking story about a girl who was tragically attacked by a pack of sharks. Let's use this as a reminder to always be aware of our surroundings when swimming in the ocean and to take necessary precautions to stay safe. If you found this video informative, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay up to date on our latest content. Stay safe out there.